Pirates Sports Properties and ECU Athletics present The Mike Houston Show. And now, the voice of the Pirates, Jeff Charles.
Welcome to the show this week. Coach Houston will join me in just a couple of minutes, and we'll look at the highlights from the North Carolina State game. Our Pirate player profile this week will be Jake Verity, the All-AAC kicker. Our Brian Bailey will take it up close and personal look with Jake. Also coming up on the show, we will take you inside Logan's Roadhouse Restaurant. For years, they have been the host of our coaches' call-in shows. We're back again this year, taking calls this year for Coach Houston, and we had a chance to check in on the first show. And then, of course, the Pirates will open up right here at beautiful Downey-Ficklin Stadium, Bagwell Field. The home opener against Gardner-Webb coming up next week. Hang in there with us. Coach Houston will join me right after this.
That's the formula. Everybody's excited to play, but this game's going to come down to which team can play at an intensity level right here, get the job done, snap after snap. This ain't last year. This ain't 2 years ago. This is a new year. This is a new team. I believe in you. You worked your ass off. We got a job to do. Let's go out there and stomp their damn ass.
When you're not feeling well, Vidant Health can connect you to the care you need anytime, anywhere, from any device. Connect to a new way to get well. Connect to Vidant Now. With Vidant Now Virtual Care, you can visit a board-certified doctor online 24/7. It's private, secure, and affordable. See a doctor now at vidantnow.com.
For most bright-eyed 20-year-olds, college is all about finding yourself, discovering your purpose in the world. It's spiritual. But for this astrobiology major, college is about making cheddar. While drinking Diet Coke Blueberry Acai and running the biggest underground sandwich joint in the greater Des Moines area. Make that money, young buck. Make that money.
You may not have noticed, but it's all connected to the internet. Sure, it's YouTube, Netflix, and adorable selfies, but it's also high-octane gaming, security cams, thermostats, your fridge, Wi-Fi speakers, smartwatches, workout equipment, pet feeders, and even crock-pots. Seriously, and it's all on the same internet connection. At least with internet from Suddenlink, your home can live up to its fully connected potential. Without it, not so much. Suddenlink, the fastest internet provider in the U.S.
Tens of thousands of students attend East Carolina University, and some never set foot on campus. Because our distance education classes are taught by professional faculty and held to the same high standards as on-campus learning. With more than 90 online programs, 40 of them unique to ECU, more students than ever before are making East Carolina University their online destination. ECU Online, North Carolina's leader in distance education.
Here's the deal. Things that are non-negotiable. Effort. Effort's non-negotiable. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Effort is non-negotiable. If you are not a high-effort guy, you will probably eventually end up hating me. I promise you. Because I will not tolerate it.
This week's highlights are brought to you by these local Nationwide agents.
Welcome to the show this week. The Pirates really played them tough, played them hard, had great effort, came up on the short end, losing to North Carolina State 34-6. But, Coach, you've been preaching effort, and I think you got it.
Well, I thought our kids had a very good Friday. I thought we had a very good Saturday morning walkthrough, and they were ready to play and they were excited to play. I thought we came out and played really, really well in the first quarter. I hate we had the fumble there on the opening drive after we had taken it the length of the field, and we're going into the end zone as the ball comes out. Kind of took some wind out of our sails, but I thought that we battled back and fought. Obviously we made some mistakes throughout the day that allowed NC State to stay on the field, and we weren't able to stay on the field offensively. And so I think that's where some of the disappointment is. And obviously, 34-6 is not what we want. But I did not think we had kids that quit. I did think that they fought, and I challenged them. I challenged them all the way through the end of the fourth quarter. And so I did think that we saw that.
I thought defensively you really hung in there and did a good job. The one key stat was on third down. You were able to get off the field on third down. Now, at the end of the game, it was 4 conversions and 12 attempts. But there throughout the game, there was a time where they had not converted on third down.
Well, I thought in the first half we did a pretty good job on third down. There in the second half, I was disappointed a couple times when we had them on third and long situations they were able to convert. We got to continue to work on that, and it's a variety of things. Some of it's coverage, some of it's our inability to get some pressure there late in the game. But that's the thing you got to do. You got to get off the field on third down defensively, and you got to be able to convert on third down on offense.
It was quite an atmosphere at Carter Finley Stadium. It was a sellout of 57,000. Let's go now to those first half highlights. What a beautiful afternoon, a packed house, 57,000 at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, home of the Wolfpack. And, Coach, you get the ball here, and I'll tell you what, the offense really looked good. You were able to mix it up with that short passing game. The running game started going, and it was quite an impressive drive.
It was a very good first drive. It was exactly what we wanted to do coming out. I thought that we had great execution both in the run game and the pass game, made some big plays, and really set ourselves up to have a lot of success there early in the ball game.
So 75 yards on the first drive in 12 plays, and then Holt Naylor's fumbles here, Coach, at the goal line, and this was a tough break.
Yeah, and nobody feels worse about it than Holton. And we talked about it all week. We did a big ball security thing on Thursday before practice because I knew that was going to be a big factor. And you've got to be great in the red zone. And certainly, you punch that one in to go up 7-0 to start the ball game, and the game has a completely different feel to it.
NC State, good football team that they are, they take advantage of that turnover, Coach, and they come right down the field and they score. And Knight, the young man from Southern Nash and Bailey, takes it in from 9 yards out.
Good player. We saw him on film during spring practice. He's going to be a great one for him, and certainly he looked every bit as good today as he did during the spring.
Pirates get the ball back, trying to answer here, down 7-0, and another good drive here. Jake Verity comes in and kicks a 47-yard field goal for you, Coach, and you get on the board here.
Well, and that's the thing. You'd like to start out with scores on the first 2 drives, and that would have certainly given us a lot of momentum. But glad to get to 3 right there. Really have a lot of confidence in Jake.
And then, Coach, the defense plays really well here. Wanted to show this 4th and 2 stop, as it was your 2 big senior defensive tackles, Alex Turner and Jalen Price, coming up with a big play here on 4th and 2.
Well, and that's the plays you got to make. Those are big momentum plays. Gives you a lot of energy on the sidelines. It energizes the offense, energizes the defense, and so anytime you can get a 4th down stop, it's a big play in the ball game.
McKay throws complete here to Person for 45 yards. This was a breakdown here, Coach, as Person comes out of the backfield, makes his catch.
Yeah, it's a play we've worked on all week. It's a learning experience there for the inside linebacker. Should have been in position there on the wheel route, and it's a big play by NC State. And that's the thing is, when you do the things that you're supposed to do, and you can take advantage of the opponent when they make a mistake, and we made one right there.
And then McKay rushes it in from 4 yards out for the touchdown. At halftime, the Pirates are down 17-3.
The power play of the game is brought to you by Core Power, official protein drink of the Pirates.
Here's the running back in the strong eye look here. Wow. Alex Turner making his 20th career start today. Got to Bam Knight in the first step.
Wes, I've been a freshman in these games, and all of them have a welcome to college football moment. Alex Turner made sure that Bam Knight got his on that 3rd down play.
Go Golden Corral's juicy endless sirloin and saucy St. Louis style ribs really put the meat in Meet Me in St. Louis. Endless sirloin and St. Louis style ribs. Golden Corral, the only one for everyone.
This is Billy. Billy Beer, America's light craft beer. Yeah, you heard that right. Light, craft, and insanely good. It's got that refreshing, crisp taste, and it's got fewer calories than all the big guys. Yeah, those big guys. So that means less of this and more of this. So whether you're here, or here, take Billy with you. Billy Beer. Love it, crush it. This is crushable craft.
Don't wait for adventure to find you. Start your own adventure with a John Deere Gator utility vehicle from Quality Equipment. From muddy trails to steep inclines to treacherous terrain, John Deere Gators will keep you on track. They've proved themselves year after year as dependable and reliable go-anywhere vehicles for both work and play. Visit QualityEquip.com or one of our 27 locations today to experience unmatched power and performance of John Deere XUV Gators.
The Subaru A Lot to Love event is going on, and it really makes us think about the things we love, right, Mark?
Oh yeah, there's a lot to love about Subaru, and there's a lot to love about Capital Subaru of Greenville.
And for sure, there's a lot to love about Bubba.
Come see us today during the Subaru A Lot to Love event and get a new 2019 Outback 2.5i for $269 a month, or lease a new 2019 Forester for $249 a month. We'll be waiting for you at Capital Subaru.
See you soon.
Golden Corral's juicy endless sirloin and saucy St. Louis style ribs really put the meat in Meet Me in St. Louis. Endless sirloin and St. Louis style ribs. Golden Corral, the only one for everyone.
Welcome back to the show. The Pirates had just 3 points on the board at halftime. So, Coach, let's go back to the locker room. I'm sure you were looking at the offense. How can we get this thing cranked up?
Right.
What were you trying to do?
Well, be more productive on first down, which we did in the first quarter. And I said in my post-game comments, that was the real difference in the first quarter and the rest of the game was our production on first down. First down sets up everything, both sides of the ball. So we talked about it at halftime, being more aggressive on first down. I thought that NC State, they looked like the veteran team on the defensive side of the ball that they are. And, returning 8 starters, they're playing a very challenging scheme. And I thought that, they really settled down and played it very, very well, the balance of the ball game.
Let's now go to those second half highlights. So we start the second half, and the Pirates are down, and we see McKay come out and throw a pass completion here to Hines. Another big play for Hines. This one goes for 48 yards, Coach, and a touchdown. This was a big play for State.
Yeah, it's a breakdown by our free safety right there in coverage, and it's one of those things that hopefully we can see those mistakes cleaned up because you cannot give up big plays in the passing game.
And then Holton throws complete on the next series to Hassan Howe, and you get Hassan into the ball game and try and get him some touches here.
Hassan's a kid that he's really worked hard to get his opportunity, and I think he's a guy that can be a solid contributor for us, and certainly made a great play right there.
The drive stalls. A guy that had a good day for the Pirates is the punter John Young. 7 punts for an average of 49 yards, and this one goes 51 yards here, Coach, and he did a nice job.
Really pleased with John on the day. There's several times where they brought a lot of pressure on him. He operated fantastic. For the most part, our coverage was good. We had one that got out a little bit on us, but I thought that our guys executed pretty good on that unit today.
NC State comes back with a football. Wanted to show this play, Coach, for your ball club. The senior from Houston, Alex Turner. Man, what a big hit he made on Knight here. He picked him up and delivered him to the turf for a 1-yard loss. This was a big play.
Again, those are the big momentum plays, and Alex, he's kind of the heart and soul of our defense, and certainly a big play right there by him.
So as we go to the fourth quarter now, Coach, what are you preaching to your ball club here down in this game on the road? What are you trying to get accomplished?
the big thing is we're going to fight, and that's been kind of the mindset all off season. Is when we get in these situations, you get your back up against the wall and you have adversity. We're not going to tap out. We're going to fight, and we're going to keep coming at them. And I did think that we did that there in the fourth quarter. I would have liked to put more points on the board. I would have liked to have gotten a stop and not give them the score there. But our kids did fight.
And then Jake Verity gets the field goal here, 2 of 3 on the day.
Yeah, solid performance right there by him on that kick. I'm sure he's pissed at himself about the one he missed, but able to convert 2 out of 3 on the day, and that's a good day for us.
Wolfpack with a win over the Pirates, 34-6.
Yeah, I mean, we stopped ourselves. This is not a losing football team. We know that we're going to bounce back next week, but if we take away the MAs and the mistakes, we're in this ball game. It's a close game. So we kind of did it to ourselves. We got to learn from it.
Just got to get better next week at practice. Don't really want to focus on this game too much. We lost, but we got to get better and just focus on next week.
So the Pirates lose it 34-6, and Coach, it makes it tough when you can't run the football. I know you're going to have to try and run the ball better next week, right?
Sure. No, it's we're a spread offense that wants to be very balanced, and so we've got to be more productive in the run game. That sets things up on the passing game. Anytime you can keep your opponent off balance, it makes you more explosive. So I think we got to make some catches we didn't make today. We got to be more sound, with our execution in the run game, give our backs more room to run. We've got to get better this week. But as I told the players after the game, this is step one. This is the first time we've all been together against an opponent, and and it's a good one. NC State's going to be one of the better teams in the ACC. This is a roster that's built. You look at it; it's redshirt senior, redshirt junior, redshirt sophomore. It's older players. They've been here in the program for many years. They're developed. That's what a program's supposed to look like. We'll look like that one day, and this is step one. So the challenge is, have a great day tomorrow. Meetings are critical. And then corrections are critical. And then, Gardner Webb's the biggest game of the year for us right now. Home opener in Daddy Ficklin. I would expect it to be a full house. I would expect it to be an exciting atmosphere. And I would expect us to play better.
We'll have more with Coach Houston right after this.
It's Blake and Brad with Carolina Windows and Doors. Have you ever thought about enjoying an all-season sunroom? Then call today to turn your existing porch or screen room into a beautiful sunroom.
Be cozy and warm during the winter and stay cool and bug-free during the summer while still being part of the great outdoors. With an existing porch, Carolina Windows and Doors can enclose that space to fit with any design and style to fit your home.
Not using wood, we can acquire Maximum Glass, leaving a sleek design that looks like it was part of the original construction. Your room will come complete with insulated windows and doors, just like your home. All glass comes standard with a high-performance low-E coating.
Call today and have one of our representatives meet you at your home to discuss all available options and how easy it could be to make your dream home a reality. If you're within the sound of my voice, we have someone available within the next few days, possibly tomorrow.
Don't put it off any longer. Call us now at 1-800-545-7172. That's 1-800-545-7172. Or visit us online at cwdnc.com.
Business owners, are you tired of feeling dissatisfied with your current cleaning service or that you're paying too much? Eastern Carolina Vocational Center is here to help. For 14 years, our large staff of well-trained, qualified employees have been cleaning offices, churches, industrial, and municipal buildings. ECVC offers custom-designed cleaning services with a schedule that fits your needs. You and your employees deserve a clean workspace. Let us provide you with excellent cleaning services. Call today to learn more about how we're all working together to support jobs with purpose.
You may not have noticed, but it's all connected to the internet. Sure, it's YouTube, Netflix, and adorable selfies, but it's also high-octane gaming, security cams, thermostats, your fridge, Wi-Fi speakers, smartwatches, workout equipment, pet feeders, and even crock-pots. Seriously, and it's all on the same internet connection. At least with internet from Suddenlink, your home can live up to its fully connected potential. Without it, not so much. Suddenlink, the fastest internet provider in the U.S.
everybody. Welcome into Logan's Roadhouse Restaurant on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville. So great to see you. Coach, welcome. This is our first of 13 visits at Logan's, and it's great to have you here.
Thanks a lot. It's good to be here, and it's a lot of firsts right now, and so excited for the first coach's show, and certainly excited to get started with our season. Saturday is, it's a big focal point, first game and all that stuff, but it's surely been a long time coming, and I think our guys are more than ready to go play somebody else.
It's always so much fun to meet Pirate fans at Logan's Roadhouse Restaurant. They have been the host of our coaches' call-in shows since back in the mid-'90s. And yes, Coach Houston is taking calls on the show this year. He would love to hear from you. Jake Verity's had a terrific career at ECU. He's ECU's kicker, as we all know, all AAC. Last year, 19 of 21, just terrific. Also, he never missed inside the 40-yard line. He's one of the premier kickers in America. He's the junior from Bremen, Georgia. And our Brian Bailey had a chance to sit down and visit with Jake.
And now, with today's Pirate Profile, here's Brian Bailey.
Visiting today with Jake Verity, the Pirate kicker. You ready to go? Is that leg ready to go?
It's always ready to go. Been working on it all offseason, so we're ready up.
On the Lou Groza watch list, what does that mean to you?
It's flattering, but I don't really worry about the accolades at this point. I'm worried about making the first kick this weekend. So,
when you take a look at your pregame ritual and what you do you look at the wind? Do you look at the temperatures? I mean, what goes through your mind as you're warming up and trying to see how long of a kick you can make?
I think the best way for me to get warm for a game is really just kind of try to make myself as comfortable as possible. And yeah, it's important to take in the variables from the environment, from the wind, from the weather. But at the end of the day, every kick's the same, so I know I can go out there and make it.
You've been very solid your entire career at East Carolina, but when you get a chance to make that game-winning kick, what's going to go through your head?
Just like I said, just got to make it just like any other kick that I've hit at practice. And I mean, I love to deliver the final blow to our opponent, but at that point, it's always going to be a big team win, so that's exciting for sure.
What was it like at practice, that 59-yarder you made?
It always feels good to make a play like that. And I love seeing the hype from all the other guys at the end of practice, and having that energy, ending practice with that energy is always awesome.
Any personal goals for you this year?
Make the next kick. That's all I got.
Got to make the next kick. That is Jake Verity, our Pirate Profile this week.
Town Bank presents the Play of the Week. Town Bank, serving others, enriching lives.
This will be right at 47 yards. A year ago, 5 for 7 from this distance was Verity, junior from Bremen, Georgia. Kick is away, and East Carolina on the board in Raleigh. So the Pirates get points in their second possession.
Ooh, Brad, check it out.
There's a variety of pairs.
This could be a song about home insurance.
Oh, with Nationwide, you can save up to 20% by bundling your home and auto insurance.
Bundling home and auto. 2 songs in one. What do you call that, a crossover?
No, it's more of a mashup.
Yeah, mashup. You see, that's why we're a great band.
We're not a band.
Yes, we are. We are a band. I am in a band.
Tens of thousands of students attend East Carolina University, and some never set foot on campus. Because our distance education classes are taught by professional faculty and held to the same high standards as on-campus learning. As one of the largest universities and the largest online community in the state, you'll find the Pirate Nation wherever you are. With this many ways to connect, share, and succeed, we'll guide you to graduation and beyond. ECU Online, North Carolina's leader in distance education.
Hey, Nikki. Hey. Do you need any help with the bags? Nah, I got it.
Huh?
Thanks, sweetie.
Thank you.
Got him trained.
I've got her trained.
Oh, nice.
Dude.
Don't wait for adventure to find you. Start your own adventure with a John Deere Gator utility vehicle from Quality Equipment. From muddy trails to steep inclines to treacherous terrain, John Deere Gators will keep you on track. They've proved themselves year after year as dependable and reliable go-anywhere vehicles for both work and play. Visit QualityEquip.com or one of our 27 locations today to experience unmatched power and performance of John Deere XUV Gators.
Welcome back to the show. Gardner-Webb will be here coming up on Saturday. It will be the home opener for the Pirates, and our Brian Meador has our scouting report.
Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium will be rocking Saturday as the Mike Houston-led Pirates will take the field to Purple Haze for the first time. On the receiving end of this charge will be the Gardner-Webb Running Bulldogs. And running will be the theme of the day. Expect the Pirates to set the tone on the ground against a young Bulldogs front seven that gave up more than 500 yards of offense in Thursday's season-opening loss to Charlotte. While they are young, they also play at a frantic pace which can lead to turnovers. But the Pirates will most likely jump out to the early lead and then keep the chains and the clock moving against a defense that ranked just 107th in the FCS last season. Overall, 17 underclassmen will start for Gardner-Webb, including sophomore quarterback Jordan Smith. He was thrown into the fire as a freshman in 2018, but he held his own for the most part. The Bulldogs finished the season just 3-8, but figure to be much improved because most of those underclassmen got plenty of minutes during the season. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. You can watch the game on ESPN3. You can also listen to Jeff Charles, Kevin Monroe, and Marty Furrow on the flagship station of the Pirates, 107.9 FM. I'm Brian Meador for The Mike Houston Show.
Thanks so much for being with us on the show. Pirate fans, you're the best.
The Mike Houston Show has been presented by Suddenlink, now offering internet speeds up to 1 gig. The Mike Houston Show is an exclusive presentation of the Pirate Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.